Welcome to the world of the superhumans we call saints. They can come back to life, fly through the air, walk on water and so much more. Saint Denis lost his head. So he picked it up and carried on walking. Saint Margaret was swallowed whole by a dragon, drowned, set on fire and yet refused to die. Saint Simeon lived on top of a massive pillar in the desert. Saint Christina visited purgatory and loved to be beaten up. In fact, there are thousands and thousands of saints and all have amazing stories. A great many are also well known to us all and yet their real stories are not. Saint Nicholas or Santa Claus is actually the patron saint of sailors, dock workers, thieves, murderers, shoe shiners and lost lawsuits. Saint Columba recorded the first sighting of the Loch Ness monster as well as stealing the recipe for nettle soup. This is a fascinating and often hilarious look at the lives of the real superheroes we call saints. When the Roman Empire was coming to its bitter end, it did not give up without a fight. Indeed, it changed and developed and became the Catholic Church with ancient Rome at its very center. In all the lands that it had conquered there were a great many gods and deities. But the power of the new Rome rested heavily on the new cult of Christianity, and this stated there was only one God. The history of ancient Rome is one of adaptability and nothing changed. The Catholic Church embraced the pagan gods of the world, took them in and gave them new titles as saints. Now the goddess of the waters was called Saint Bridget and she was subservient to Jesus, Mary, the Holy Spirit and God himself. In this way the Catholic Church managed to keep all the people relatively happy, while growing their ranks. But as time passed by, more and more saints were added and many bishops and clergy offered up newcomers. Often this was to secure pilgrimage to their own cathedral or shrine, a method of gaining great wealth. But there are fascinating stories, interesting lives and magical tales to be told about the saints of Mother Church. The saint who walked and talked holding his own severed head. The one who was swallowed whole by a dragon, drowned and set on fire, and yet refused to die. The flying monk and the stylite who lived on top of a 50-foot pillar. The saint who recorded the first sighting of the Loch Ness monster. The one who became Santa Claus, who is also patron saint of thieves and murderers. The list is endless and nobody has ever finished counting them. This is the fascinating story of the saint.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?